My name's Tony Hendrick, and I'm a painter. I work in oils and acrylics, but I've switched all to acrylics now. I live in rural Michigan. My son's an artist and my wife is an artist, and having a family of artists is really helpful because when you're so absorbed in a painting, you tend to actually lose sight of it. Well, a lot of people compare my work to Impressionism, but it's something completely different. And I think what they're responding to is there's a lot of color in my work. There's a vibration to the way that I layer the colors and put them side by side, and the brush work that is pretty unique to the way that I work. I do commission work, I do portraiture, I do community mural projects, I do workshops, lectures, and my own personal work. One of the benefits I've had as an artist painting murals is to be able to work with communities and to be able to teach other artists about painting and about connecting to that part of themselves that's a genius. What I see the gift of art is that it allows you to connect with the things that bother you and the things that excite you. You bring them to the surface, and through that process you get to heal and live again. I explore two different things with my work. A lot of times I'll just simply be out in nature and experience the presence of nature itself and use that as my subject in my paintings, and then other times it's an exploration of what's going on in my head. And usually those paintings are a process of me uncovering what's blocking me from experiencing our true nature. Yeah, my process begins with just looking at something and I'm triggered by it emotionally for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure. I just like the image, and then as I'm working on it, it'll evolve and change into something completely different that more closely represents the emotional response I had to the image. I'm not the kind of artist who really is drawn into my work by the subject, so to speak, as much as I am in what's actually happening on the canvas. So I think that's one of the reasons why my work can change so drastically, because I'm really not attached to the subject of what it is I'm painting. I'm more into what's actually happening in the painting itself. So it can be either abstract, it can be photoreal, it can be of nature, it can be of some kind of a psychological nature. It's mostly about the color and the way it feels. Like there's a sense of light, I think, in all my work. This painting, it's taken lots of turns. It's going to take another one. Originally, I wanted this to kind of go down into something, and I felt like it was just all too much like this. So now I'm going to get rid of this whole area here and open it up. Now he feels like he's in a cave looking out into something. And so this is the direction that the painting's going to go. So you can see it takes quite a change from beginning to end. To me, the thing that I was responding to in that photo is exactly what this image is doing for me. One of the things that I see in painting that's really helpful, and especially the way that I paint, in bringing up what's in your unconscious mind and bringing it to the surface, is the ability to layer with paint. It feels like the paint is telling you what to do, as opposed to you thinking about what you're going to do. The thing that tells you when you're done with the work comes from here. It comes from your heart. It's something you just feel. You feel a sense of completeness. When you start to explore the things in your mind, you start to realize that you're the one creating your own reality. And you especially see that when you create this entire painting and other people view it and they see something completely different. But that's the way we're all experiencing life, is through this filter of our own perception. So whether it's something that is exciting to us or something that bothers us, it doesn't really matter. What it's doing is it's bringing it into our consciousness, and it allows us to let it go. And when we can let it go, we end up reconnecting to our true selves.